Louisville, Kentucky was struck by tragedy on Monday morning as a bank employee opened fire on his colleagues, killing 5 people, including Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear's close friend. The shooter, identified as 25-year-old Connor Sturgeon, live-streamed the attack on Instagram as police arrived on the scene. In a city that has already experienced its share of violence, the shooting at Old National Bank is the 15th mass killing in the country this year alone. The incident has once again highlighted the inability of social media companies to adequately monitor and remove violent content from their platforms. While companies like Facebook and Instagram have imposed stricter rules over the past few years, material like the Louisville shooting still manages to slip through the cracks, leading to calls for greater accountability and stricter moderation policies. The shooting left 9 people injured, including 2 police officers, with one of the wounded, Deana Eckert, later dying from her injuries. Officer Nickolas Wilt, who graduated from the police academy on March 31, was critically injured after being shot in the head. The governor spoke emotionally about his friend Tommy Elliott, who he called an incredible friend, and a vital part of his life. Beshear was also personally touched by a mass tragedy in late 2021 when one of the towns devastated by tornadoes was his father's hometown. The investigation into the shooting continues, with police searching for a motive while crime scene investigators document the numerous bullet holes in the bank's windows. Meanwhile, the heroic response of responding police officers has been lauded for undoubtedly saving lives during the incident. The shooting marks the most mass killings during the first 100 days of a calendar year since 2009, with 15 such incidents occurring in 2023 alone. The Louisville shooting is a stark reminder of the need for stricter gun control laws in the United States, where mass shootings continue to occur with alarming frequency. The country cannot afford to wait for more innocent lives to be lost before taking action to prevent future tragedies like this one. The horrific shooting that took place at the Old National Bank in Louisville has once again highlighted the issue of gun violence in the United States. With this being the 15th mass killing of the year, it is clear that something needs to be done to prevent these senseless acts of violence. Subscribe for more content like this. The fact that the shooter was live-streaming the attack on Instagram has also raised concerns about social media companies and their ability to prevent violent and extremist content from being shared on their platforms. While companies like Facebook and Instagram have implemented tougher rules to remove posts and streams that violate their restrictions, it is clear that more needs to be done to prevent shocking material like the Louisville shooting from slipping through the cracks. The shooting has also had a devastating impact on the families and friends of the victims. Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear lost one of his closest friends, Tommy Elliott, in the attack. These are irreplaceable, amazing individuals that a terrible act of violence tore from all of us, the governor said. As the investigation into the shooting continues, police are searching for a motive. Crime scene investigators have been marking and photographing numerous bullet holes in the windows near the front door of the bank. Meanwhile, police descended on the neighborhood where the suspect lived, about 5 miles south of the downtown shooting, to interview residents and gather more information. While it is important to take action to prevent gun violence, it is also crucial to recognize the heroic response of the police officers who undoubtedly saved lives in this tragic event. Deputy Police Chief Paul Humphrey praised the office's actions, saying, "It was the heroic response of officers that made sure that no more people were more seriously injured than what happened." The shooting in Louisville is a heartbreaking reminder of the need to take action to prevent gun violence and to protect our communities. It is time for lawmakers and social media companies to step up and take meaningful action to prevent these tragedies from occurring in the future. It is devastating to think about the senseless violence that occurs in our society, but it is important to be prepared and have an understanding of what to do in the event of a shooting or other violent incident. Here are some precautions that may help. 1. Be aware of your surroundings. This is the first and most important step. 1. Always be aware of your surroundings and pay attention to any suspicious activity. 1. If you notice anything unusual, report it to the authorities immediately. 2. Have an emergency plan. It is always a good idea to have an emergency plan in place in case of an active shooter situation. 2. Make sure you know where the exits are and have a plan for escape. 3. Consider taking a self-defense class. Knowing self-defense techniques can help you defend yourself in the event of an attack. 4. Stay calm. In the event of a shooting, it is important to stay calm and keep a clear head. 4. Panic can lead to poor decision-making and put you and others at risk. 5. Listen to law enforcement. If law enforcement officials are on the scene, listen to their instructions carefully and follow them. 5. They are trained to handle these situations and will guide you to safety. 6. Keep your phone charged. It is important to keep your phone charged so you can call for help in an emergency. 7. Report any suspicious activity. If you see something, say something. 7. If you notice any suspicious activity or behavior, report it to the authorities immediately. Remember, being prepared can save lives. Stay vigilant and always be prepared for the unexpected. Thanks for watching. Subscribe our channel for authenticity.